Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing NAYA Discover. NAYA because made up of cards made up of green, white, and red. And Discover, which is a mechanic from Ixalan, where you get to go through your library until you find something you can cast with a mana value of X or less. And it creates a cascading effect sometimes where you discover to discover to discover to discover and get out a bunch of stuff for absolutely nothing. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, legally the Emperor of Massachusetts after I beat Charles Nelson Riley in an arm wrestling match, Dr. Yukon Suck It. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Suck It. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on Untapped GG called NAYA Discover. NAYA Discover. It's on there. It's a tier 2 type of deck, and I just haven't really seen it being played a bunch. So I thought, yeah, let's check it out, see if it was any good. I tried it a couple times, and so far, so good. All right, so what we're going to do is we take a look at the cards in the deck really quick. We'll talk a little bit how this deck should work, and then we'll go out, as always, and crush some hopes and dreams. All right, what do we got? See, this is called Discover, meaning we're going to be looking for Discover cards or things that do things like Discover. We got Temporary Lockdown, which blows away everything with a mana value of 2 or less, each non-land permanent. That could be fantastic. Fight Rigging, which really is like a green ramp kind of thing, especially when you got other big butts that are cheap to put out, like Pugnacious Hammerskull. This is already out. You put out Fight Rigging, you immediately get whatever you hit away with Fight Rigging. Angelfire Ignition gives whatever you got. 2 Popo counters, Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste until the end of turn. They get pretty much everything. And you got Flashback, where you can pay it for 4 to get it back. Thing is, with Discover, a lot of times you're just going to pull this thing out, throw it on a creature, and go to town. Geological Appraisers got Discover 3. Let's skip this guy for now. Elesh, Norn, what's this? If anything, you do trigger ability permanent. When entering the battlefield causes a trigger ability of permanent you control to trigger. It does it a second time. Permanents that opponents have don't trigger at all, so they can suck it. So that's an awesome way of causing 2 Discovers to occur, and everybody else can just go blow a goat. We've got Trumpeting Carnosaur, who discovers for 5, which means you can bring anything from this column over practically. And Etali, who just says, man, I don't care, I'm coming out, and whatever the first non-land permanent from mine and my opponent's libraries, that's what we're getting. And then he's a trample, he's 7/7. So when you get a little Angelfire Ignition on him, he becomes like a trample, hasty, indestructible 9/9 with lifelink, which is fantastic. Plus, we got a couple of planeswalkers in here. This guy allows you to discover for 4 or put out some 3/2 guys. And this guy allows you to distribute 3 Popo counters and give him Vigilance till the end of turn, and go looking for creatures and planeswalker and put it into your hand. I'm guessing the 3 Popo counters is what this guy's about. Yeah, but it's always good. It's good. Nice collection of dual lands, like a whole truckload of them. And that's it. So what are we going to do? We're going to wait until turn 3 to do anything, because we have nothing in turn 1 or 2/2. And then once you get there, though, we're going to try to work our way into getting some dudes out and let those dudes get out other dudes so that they get out other dudes. And then other stuff comes into play, in which case they're hasty, super aggressive, life-gaining fools. All right, so that's it. Let's go out and do some damage. But before we do, let's do as we do every day. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black King Toxwirl, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, we're playing against Cryon 13. Is it Siron? Note of the Goblins. We got a 3. This is a 5s and 2 6s. What they do, might as well put that out. 7. Really? I know. We need something cheaper than that. We got a great hand against mono red aggro. It's time. We can't give them the time. They take it all. All right, so we got 4 and 5, which gets us into Elesh Norn territory. And let's just use this to blow some stuff up. No tax. We got to control things a little bit better. Let's Elesh Norn it. All right, now he's out of the way. I should have maybe kept him as a defender. All right, but we can still throw out Trumpeting Carnosaur in this next turn. Yikes. Down to 1. Are we going to get shot in the face? Will not appreciate that. All right, we've got super lethal at this point. We just got to live. Oh, back up to 7. Yeah, that life gain was very nice. Screw you, mono red. That was horrible for you. I didn't recognize I had life gain on a super strong Elesh Norn. Look at that. 6, 6, and 7. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Victory. All right, I'm playing against Nova Spawn. What do I got? 2 mana? That does not look appropriate. Let's mulligan this. All right, I'll keep that. We'll get rid of Quintorius. Put out the slow one there and shut up the goblin. They're annoying. All right, number 2. Oh, what are we going to take? Is this guy any good? He's the only thing that's out of there is just, what, land otherwise? All right. N0 bus buff. 4 WN. What are you going to do? Nothing? Human. Unfortunately, we got up to 6. Next turn, he'll be 7. I think all we got out of it is an Ajani. What does Ajani do? Reveal top card. If you're going to put it in your head. So your 3 counters. Whenever you cast a creature, planeswalker, 2 poison counters. Well, we go looking for guys, but they're pretty expensive. Yeah, man, I don't really care about that. All right, there is our mana. Let's go for the other guy. Let's see what we pull here. Oh, look who it is. It's the other Geological Appraiser. Let's pop them. And we win. What did we have there? 12? It wasn't 14, man. Victory. Our playing against the young goat. Keep. We'll try to get our slow stuff first. And more mana, really? We need it if we're going to go up to 7, I suppose. Alright, everything else is fast. That's good. Mana value 2 or less. We can steal it. Let's just let him keep putting some more stuff out. Alright, unfortunately it's 3 or less. This guy might make somebody eventually. Alright. And 4. I'm just stealing some guys. I mean, it's just... I don't know what we're really going to do here. Spirit tokens on 5. He looks like a good guy. It's coming up my hand. Let's discover. And then we'll discover again. That's the name of the game, right? Alright, so the question is, do we want to sacrifice to get rid of the Preacher of the Schism? What does this guy do? So with 1, all I could do is pump up to put another dude out. He's probably going to kill off Quintus. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not enough for the Etali. Here's an Elesh Norn. Alright. We're going to have to probably sacrifice somebody to the stupid Preacher at some point. Let's just start off this way. Alright, we're down to 6. He's got 2 guys gone. Mana would be really super cool at this point. There we go. Magic is easy when they give you what you ask for, says Merchant. Sure, I'll take everybody. That sounds fine. Yeah, all the way across, man. 100. Yeah, let's put it on Etali. That sounds like a good time for everybody. And let's put it on Alcatraz. And we win. And we stinking win. That was a slide of Discover, man. Victory. All right, playing against DynamicWeb. All right, what do we got? Slow, slow. I should get this guy out. Anything we play for 2 anyway? Nope. So we're full. Sure. Carnosaur sounds like lots of fun. All right, fight Riggin. And we'll take a Trumpeting Carnosaur. Let's see if we can make that happen. All right, let's go praise some geology. Everybody locked down. Good times. Ain't we lucky we got them. All right, it's up to 4. We're at 5 next turn, which means we can play Quintorius if we want to. Quintorius. There we go, Quintorius. Ooh, who are you going to steal there? You want your girl back? Weird. Can't do 5. These are all too slow. All right, 17. We got 5 now. Play Angelfire next turn. We could definitely get out this Carnosaur. Don't do anything stupid, like work against me. Just put out stupid guys. That's okay. All right, let's pop it. That's all I get out of the deal, huh? Let's go. Oh, I have to wait like a sucker? What's the problem with that, man? He's got indestructible. Please feel free to throw your... Yeah, do that. Do it. He's indestructible. Discover. Yeah! All right, that was glorious. I think he was more embarrassed than anything else. Victory! I play against Ruworst. All right, we've got 3. We could throw out a temporary lockdown. I could dig it. Let's see what we got going on. Keep. Now is the time to get some mana. I fully endorse picking up a land next. I can't do anything for turn 2, so that'll be perfectly fine. All right, number 3. go praise the future. Maybe get something good. Yeah, both of them. How's that sound? He's a stunner. You, sir, are a jerk. A total knee biter. I throw out a dinosaur land and then put out Elesh Norn. I could temporary lockdown. That'll work out well. I can do it right now. A temporary lockdown. Good times. All right, Elesh, good job. One, two, three, four, five. We'll just keep selling Elesh in. That sounds like a good idea. You can't do anything to her. All you could do is just keep yourself from taking 6 points of damage. All right, still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not getting it. Let's go discover. Hopefully we pick up something cool. This is just rolling the dice, baby. Two and two. Look, I can wipe out more dudes whenever I want. I'm awesome that way. We're really lacking on the ability to get out large guys. Go for it. I mean, we were doing so good. All right, let's go discover. As our deck wants to do. Kind of want an Angelfire Ignition is what I want. Ooh, Etali. That's pretty sweet. Well, let's go on in. Let's go shopping at the Showcase Showdown. You still got stuff. Let's just do this. And that too. Sure, okay. I'll tell you, we'll blow this away. There we go. That's good. Angelfire! There we go. Let's put it on poor Etali there. Do I have to kill her? Do I have to? Dang it. All right, that's a lot of life. We got Angelfire Ignitions again, 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't matter, man. There you go. Let's get discovering. There we are. I love those angel fires. Because we need that haste. What are you going to do with that one plains up there? You going to cast it to rope me? Here we go. I pushed like the attack button like 4 billion times now. Click, 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 click. All in. So I'm coming down like a meteor that's looking to cause climactic, catastrophic devastation. All right, well, you got 5 mana, and you decided to play an ambitious farmhand. I'm hoping it's because you ran out of options. What a jerk. Alright, so I can Hammerskull and then Angelfire Ignition it? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, because you can't do anything else. Here it comes. I mean, I don't know what you're reading here. Swear to God, don't you have anything? You can have nothing to do with 1 white mana. You can kill attacking creatures or something, but you can't destroy anything with 1 right mana. Black doesn't even have the ability to do that. Blue could potentially bounce something. Yeah, I think roping is your only recourse here. Alright, time to sing the Dukes of Hazzard song. Just the good old boys, never meaning no harm. Been in trouble with the law since the day they were born. I really don't know any more than that. And I think I already screwed it up. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law allows. Alright, let's see what else can sing for you guys. Alright, there we go. I didn't have to get into that. Victory! Alright, we are playing against Snubs. Three, 4, 6. That's rough. Alright, we got a couple 3s though. That'd be cool. Alright, let's pull the mana. 'Tis the season. Nothing to do for 2 mana. We'll just sit here and twiddle our thumbs. We got a lot of Pugnacious Hammerskulls, though. Just a nutty amount of them. All right, that is it for you, huh? Yeek. Man, I can't believe you're tempting me this way. All right, we're going to do it. Absolutely. Welcome, my brother. Sure, why not? All right, you can chump if you want. All right, we're at 4 mana. Geological Appraiser will get us 2 discovers out of the deal. This guy does not remind me of somebody who wants to board wipe. I think he's the kind that likes to ossify. Yeah, he's looking at his own mana. All right, Snubs. You are driving me crazy. Nothing. No enter the battlefield effects. Yeah, that's it. You're going to attack, huh? All right, we're going to double up on our Discover. Oh, we had to get rid of a lot of stuff. That's it. Fire rigging, huh? Nuts. All right, let's take Trumpeting Carnosaur. Great. Etali, yep. Sure. Dude, you are going to hate this. Oh, the humanity. Yeah, I'd give up 2 if I was you. That is rough. Victory. All right, so here we are with NAYA Discover. Yeah, this was a fantastic deck. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it wasn't so much like, let's see what I got, like a 60% win rate out of the deal, which is great. I mean, don't put me on that. Is a great win rate, but it's more this the impact of when this thing starts going off. It's just like an avalanche of activity that is just so incredible. Just dropping dudes left and right, each one causing another cascade to happen. Just go in and get more good stuff, and then if you get some haste rolled into there from the Angelfire Ignition, it is just a fantastic situation. The one guy I just never understood was Ajani, the sleeper agent. They get vigilance. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. It seems like you can do way better stuff than this guy. So, I don't know. Maybe you understand it. Discover with Quintorius is great. Temporary Lockdown worked out fantastic a couple of times. You know, all together, it was a great synergy of cards. Big time. All right, so let's just see who was the MVP, the most valuable player. And you know, the one I was begging for all the time, Angelfire Ignition. I mean, the cards in this deck and Discover, really Geological Appraiser. This guy kind of searched the triggers out big time. But it's Angelfire Ignition, I think, is the card that I'm going to give the MVP to. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with Discover. But yet it was the card that made all your big dudes hasty. And that was the impact that you really needed. Haste, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Trample. Yeah, that was it. Angelfire Ignition. So I'm going to give it to you, Angelfire Ignition. You, with your big, weird swan legs, you are the MVP of this particular deck. You're going to Disneyland. All right, so let's see, was this thing competitive? And yeah, absolutely was. 60%. It was totally competitive. There was one game I gave up just because it was against counterspells. So therefore, I don't know. Could I have won it? It's hard to say. I just wasn't going to put up with that crap. Maybe I could have done better than 60%. It's hard to say. This deck actually did better on the draw than it did on the play. That is hard to believe. Still, 100% on the draw wins. So yeah, competitive deck. Was this deck fun? Absolutely. The only thing I didn't like was the fact that a lot of times you couldn't do anything until 3. As you can see, you got nothing in turn 1 and turn 2. Absolutely nothing. You were just waiting around for turn 3 to show up. And that was it. And that drove me crazy. Especially when other people were starting to play more aggro or something. But this deck starts getting nuts. It starts getting really nuts. And what was great is fight rigging. Totally was like the grease to butter that up. I mean, it's really hard to say that there's an actual MVP in this deck. Just because the deck synergy between all the cards was so good. I just know the only reason I picked that Angelfire Ignition as MVP was because that was the card I was praying for all the time. Dear Black King Toxroll, please send me Angelfire. Yep. But anyways, it was a fun deck, big time. It was definitely a mid-game to late-game kind of deck because you needed to get all these things just sliding into place. I don't know if I needed 7 mana, but you definitely need a good 6 to 7. Once you get to there, everything just starts purring like a kid. All right, was this deck interesting? Yeah, totally it was. I mean, Discover's been out for a while. It's been out since Ixalan came out. And it was all right. It's cool to a certain degree. We're all playing Trumpeting Carnosaur. He has Discover 5. That's super cool. It's nice when you're able to discover into a Discover. And pretty much Etali's already a Discover guy. Quintorius discovers. Pugnacious Hammerskull is just a good defender for super cheap for green. And as long as we get a couple of the dinosaurs out there, you can use them for attacking and stuff. It's not bad at all. So, yeah, it was an interesting deck. It was big time. I like the fact that with Discover's, I mean, really Angelfire Ignition is a Discover's best friend. Because you can just start ripping through your library. I remember there was a deck that was all just about Geological Appraiser and Angelfire Ignition and some other red card, I think it was. And you just keep getting them over and over again until you get like a bunch of Angelfire Ignitions. And then you just play them all in Geological Appraiser. And then you just smoke in and kill people. This isn't quite as tight as that. But your other guys just start going nuts. And that is fantastic. All right, so let's add this up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was it fun? Yeah. Was it interesting? Totes my goats. All right, so that makes this into an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I would highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.